just use a term in front of it. Die hard.
I mean, we will just never give up on our teams, ever.
The whole city can be having a good day or a bad day, depending on how the teams did the night before.
It's a very competitive sports town.
You know, every home game day, I drop my stuff in the locker room and I walk through the stadium on the way to my office, and it's just, you know, eerie. You can almost hear like the ghost of football.
It's like playing in a museum. You know, it's the oldest active college football stadium in the country, and there's so many greats and legends and unbelievable games that have been played here.
Definitely a place with a lot of history. It's special just to get to come out here every day and practice. It's a historic place to be. Chuck Bednarik playing on this field, like my dad playing on this field, all these historic teams playing, it's incredible.
But when you don't execute and it doesn't happen, those are the things that creep into our minds. You have to trust and believe that you, as an individual, and your brother next to you, your brother behind you, is going to do his job, because without each other, it's nothing. It's individual pieces, and it means nothing. And that's not what you came here for.
We asked our seniors last year to build up 5 different attributes you think it takes to be a Penn football player, and one of the cornerstones was a Philly mentality.
We pride ourselves on, you know, being in West Philly. Our offense, you know, we call ourselves the hard hat offense of the Ivy League, so we try to bring that same mentality that Philly hard hat unions bring, you know, every day to work.
Might not be the biggest, fastest, strongest, but, you know, we're gonna outwork you.
You're a little bit more sore, you're a little bit more beat up. Play physical and play hard and tough every game.
So let's take the next 2 hours and let them know we respect you, but you in the way, all right?
New McGrady is the only school probably that's like the most known in South Philly, where everybody, you know, wants to be a part of the culture.
You walk down the street, you hear somebody talking. Somebody's always talking about sports, high school, anything.
It's a community around here. It's South Philly.
The history of the school, there was Newman and there was Goretti, and they combined the two, and there was a lot of animosity towards that from the alumni.
Started off with about 27 kids, and through our first 6 games, due to injury, we dwindled down to about 19, and 8 of them were freshmen. I didn't feel comfortable playing 120-pound freshmen in a varsity football game, and safety was the main reason why we had to cancel the season.
Rumor was saying that New McGrady might drop football, and I didn't want that to happen.
So I brought in Al Crosby as the 24/7 head football coach. He's a great advocate for kids and sending a lot of kids to college. We went from ending the season last year with 18, 19 kids to having 60 to 65 kids.
Coming from the headaches or the problems that we had last year to being 7-0 and going into the playoffs, it's a huge turnaround.
But we benefited from a school closing. Then we just rejuvenated the people that were in the building to come back out for the football team. And I think the biggest thing is everybody just brought in. They understood the process.
Being undefeated and beating up on those who beat up on you is always gratifying.
Having a chip on our shoulder, you know, just makes us go harder. And we represent that perfectly.
I am going through football withdrawal. It's really bad. I probably need to see a psychiatrist. I'll play football with anybody at this point. I started the Phantoms primarily because I didn't think I would ever be able to play football again. I was in a horrific car accident, so I couldn't walk for a long period of time, and I didn't think that I would ever be able to play football again. And I needed to be around the sport. It was my happy place, and I needed to find some way to be around the sport, so I decided to start a team. I just wanted to give other women the opportunity to enjoy women's football the way that I did. And I feel like it's perfect for women because we have so many daily struggles that we deal with as women, period. It's good to take out some of that frustration on the field.
Philly sports fans are definitely the best, and they're definitely one of the rowdiest in the country.
They're passionate, they know their sports, and that's what's great about being a Philadelphia fan, especially an Eagles fan.
So I think we're squeezed in between New York and DC, so I think we have a little bit of identity crisis at times. So when you talk about Philly sports, it's a lot of pride with it.
We've been called the city of brotherly love, but when it comes to football, if you're not a fan of the home team, we really don't show much love.
You're either a die-hard fan or you're not.
We're not a bandwagon city. We're there with them forever, to the end. From the beginning till end, no matter what. And we'll do it again next year.